Things that must go on the radio. From Hell Show.
These are things that are bugging you, our dear friends of the program, things that must go from your life. You just can't stand them anymore. Can't stands it no more. You say, I know, I'll write these things that must go on a piece of, on an email and send them to radiofromhell@x96.com. Put must go in the subject line. If we read yours on the air, maybe it'll make you feel better, but maybe even these things will disappear from your life. Gina, would you like to begin?
Sure. My first thing is fundraisers for kids' school stuff.
Yeah.
I like if they have a car wash, that's great, something like that. But fundraisers where they say, we need you to email a bunch. We're going to send out a blast email to give us 20 emails of friends and family members, and we're going to send them an email asking for money. So
the school asks you to do that.
I mean, every sports team has to do a fundraiser. I get that. But I don't like the ones where it's sending emails to friends and families asking for money for things. I don't like that. If it's a car wash and you drive by and go, I need a car wash, sure, I'll do that for the sports team. I don't like email.
So you're just hoping somebody will stumble across the car wash rather than
it's
direct.
just
Well, because you're looping them into possible spam situation.
I don't like that. Let's see. This from Please Don't Use My Name. My thing that must go is the constant stress of the unknown I'm going through with my divorce.
Oh.
If he could just say one thing and actually mean it and not turn around and figuratively punch me in the gut for something different, that would be great. We've all been through divorce. It gets better, no-name person. I promise. It's bad now. It will get better. Let's see. This is from our friend Librarian. Things that must go. Pedestrians crossing busy 4- or 6-lane busy streets anywhere they want. Walk in the crosswalk, please. They're there for your safety as well as the safety of those in cars. Are you trying to play real-life Frogger? Cardigans, sweaters, jackets, and other outer layers without pockets. And for that matter, clothing listings that don't mention whether it has pockets or not. No matter how cute it is, if it doesn't have pockets, I will not buy it. Women need pockets. Thanks, Lords.
Yeah.
Librarian. And finally, this from Cheryl. Things that must go. Rock star dumbasses that don't get a vasectomy before hugging around. It's not rocket science, Dave.
Oh.
Well,
How about you
I mean,
just
come
not-
on. Yeah, I mean, really.
How about you just not hug around?
Yeah.
How about that?
I mean, really.
If you want, if that's the lifestyle you want to leave, then don't be married.
Don't get married. Carrie.
Oh, okay. 2 from the foot of Mount Doom. It happens every once in a while. Like most folks, we get our paper towels at Costco. And every once in a while, you'll get a batch where the perforations on the towels themselves haven't really gone through properly.
Yeah.
And so you're not getting the proper tear.
Yep.
It's just, it's just, so that must go.
It's awful.
And secondly, the emergency alert on the TV letting us know about severe weather. Okay, I'm not going to complain that it's interrupting my show. No, it's serving an important. It's an important service. It's to let you know of a flash flood or something like that. But the problem is that it's all automated now.
Yes.
There used to be a guy who would read this.
Yes.
A live person.
Now it's a robot.
And now it's a robot. And here's the other thing about it. The audio quality is so bad.
This one that happened just a day or two ago, I thought the same thing. I can't understand a word.
I got
they're
maybe
saying.
every third word was it. And it didn't match up with the stuff that was on the screen, the words that were on the screen. I mean, if it's important enough to break through, do better so that we can all understand it.
Yes.
Might I suggest going back to a live human being?
Not going to happen.
Just a thought. But it's all automated. It's out of our control anymore. Even here on this station, it's all automated, out of our control. Let's see, this one from Tom. There cannot be any practical reason for you to own that dumpster fire of a vehicle. I think we know what he's talking about.
Yep, I know which one.
Except to remind yourself that you look like you are literally driving around in a dumpster on wheels. You look like an asshat, which is why all of your vehicles come pre-equipped with blacked-out windows so that we can't see you.
They really do look like a dumpster.
They are
really
hideous. Let's see this one from Zane. Good morning. The person sitting next to me last night on the plane ride home watching the debate. I wanted to watch as well, but I couldn't. And 2 connecting flights that are on the other end of the terminal. Thank you all. And this one, Peterbilt Brian checking in with my thing that must go. While listening to a podcast, if there is a reenactment of something and the people and place are in a different country, for example, England, I feel like the voice actors should be of English accent. They
Sure.
should do an English accent or even pretend to do one.
Right. And
Hearing an American accent while telling an English story just seemed a little out of place.
I agree.
listen, I had some other Muscos, but your paper towel one made me think of a paper towel one I
Yes.
have. Paper towels, Gary, that are too well perforated.
Oh, really?
And you go to pull them, and you get the half sheet.
Ah,
You know, there's some paper towel brands they have. You can get
yeah.
a full sheet or it's perforated at a half sheet.
Exactly.
I have no use for a half sheet.
Oh, really?
No,
Of a paper-
sometimes a
ever.
half sheet is perfectly.
Just give me a full damn sheet of paper
Sometimes that's
towel.
all you
I
need.
don't want a half sheet. Hello, first time listing a must go, but so frustrated by it today. My thing that must go is people that don't pull up far enough in the drive-through line. All we want to do is get to the speaker. You don't need 2 car lengths in front of you. Please pull up. That's all. Please have a great day. Good morning, Lords. I was inspired by Chris and his actors mashing game controllers must go to send my own tangential irritation that also must go. I played violin for almost 20 years. I know many won't understand this, but it drives me absolutely bananas to watch actors in film and TV play musical instruments, especially stringed ones. Their posture, body language, and technique is like watching a child naively noodle just for the fun of it. And because this would obviously lead to the most ear-piercing and awful shrieking and scraping sounds that nobody could tolerate listening to, the production inevitably has to dub their performance with a professional playing beautifully and perfectly in direct contrast to my own eyes. It looks ridiculous. You might as well just dub the actor's lines while you're at it, because it makes about as much sense and wouldn't be any more jarring and unpleasant than what I'm already watching. And Carrie, I'm sorry, but Mr. Data from Star Trek The Next Generation is one of the worst offenders of all time.
Wow.
Brent Spiner looks like a kid strumming a bunch of rubber bands over a shoebox. And worse, we were expected to believe he was an advanced mechanically precise android the entire time. If we're going to show people playing instruments that can't and replace their audio, please, please, please put their hands off camera and obscure as much as awkward faking as possible and just imply that they're playing instead of while we listen to the beautiful overdub. I could have easily believed Mr. Data's performance if they comically showed it with Worf's big head sitting in the front row in front of us,
Wow.
obscuring his actual instrument, maybe even had him lament something like, "Perhaps today is a good day to cry." Lame? Probably, but much less lame than what they actually did. Thanks for letting me rant about something so stupid. I hope it goes away. Byron of Orem, and that's good enough.
Things that must go on the radio.